welcome out to Dirty Story Night again. This is still Monster Month, and this month we have Shane bringing you the competitive erotic fan fiction that you so crave, you dirty, dirty boy or girl. That just got off track. But Shane will get back on track, and his story is read by Kristen, helping him out, so that's pretty cool. We'd like to highlight our parent company, IABDpresents.com. That's It's All Been Done Presents, a network of podcasts, written work, videos, and more. I'd like to recommend you check out Today's the Day, a podcast by Andy Batt, where he interviews local people in the Columbus theater scene. He's been doing this for over a year. It's pretty insightful, some pretty interesting backstories and techniques and backgrounds. So I think you'll really enjoy it. I like it a lot, and I don't know most of the people he talks to, so I can tell you it's entertaining in its own right. He also does some album adventures where he listens to albums for the first time over and over again, and then they talk about the music. So that's pretty cool. Please also rate and review us on iTunes. That helps us out tremendously. Now enjoy Shane, or rather Kristen, Dirty Story Night.
Whenever they shut up.
All right.
Shut up.
Kamchatka is the roughest.
Well, wait.
I know, that's what I'm saying. Pop off is better.
Oh.
We're gonna, if you can hear my voice, please get quiet. We will wait until the class becomes silent.
I'm gonna do my, what's the...
Amanda, you're drunk.
I was trying to do a bow.
Okay.
Is this what we're all doing?
Oh dear.
No, that was Joe's story.
Fucking not.
Well, excuse me.
Okay, go ahead.
I'll never forget that night. It started like any other summer night. Living out in the country, you could see the entire galaxy. Really makes you feel like you're not alone, especially after what happened. Being a 19-year-old girl home from college, there wasn't a whole lot to do, and with hormones running in overdrive, I went out to the barn to take care of myself. The loft faced the forest. Privacy. But you could still see the night sky. With no one around for miles, I liked to strip naked and really let my silk igloo melt. If you know what I mean. I got on my stomach, slowly reaching past my shoulder boulders and down south. I began vigorously knocking on my finger hut, alternating fast, slow, fast, fast, slow. I should have stopped when I heard the noise, but I was too focused. My bare ass hanging exposed to the night air, the cool breeze blowing over my notorious VAG. That's when it happened. I saw something move behind me in my peripheral vision. I stopped, frozen like a dog on all fours, terrified of what I thought I saw. I mean, it couldn't be real. This creature. Before I could comprehend what I was looking at, it plunged this giant object into my dick dungeon. The feeling was like nothing else. It was gigantic, like a whole Pringles can.
Yeah. Once you pop, the fun don't stop.
Exactly. It also seemed to be ribbed for my pleasure. From what I could see when I glanced over my shoulder, between poundings, my shrieks of ecstasy, and its weird noises, it looked like it was head-butting me. Not thrusting from the waist, but moving its whole head back and forth.
Hashtag cat lab.
Just as I was reaching my zenith, he pulled out, leaving my sperm shack empty and condemned. I flipped over to see the creature better. Sure enough, the object that was just in me was attached to its plum-colored head. But that's not the strangest part. I looked out and realized this thing was hovering in midair outside the loft. Before I had a chance to think or to move, I saw the glimmer in its eye, and It dove mouth first straight for my tampon tunnel. Its tongue was vibrating, like the way a speaker vibrates at a rock and roll concert when there's too much bass. But this thing was eating out my yeast pocket like I was filled with grape jello. In between lips and lacks, I heard it making these noises like...
Wap-a-palula, a-wap-bam-boom.
Its one big eye staring down into my tiny pink eye. It made me come harder than anyone in history has ever come before. It was the undisputed king in the Republic of Labia. My fortune nookie cracked open. Lucky numbers 19, 23, 32. To this day, no one believes me. How could they? Sometimes I don't believe it myself. As soon as I exploded in its mouth, it flew away. I never saw the creature again. I call it Steve. Why Steve? Well, it's easier than describing it as a one-eyed, one-horned, flying purple people eater every goddamn time.
That was perfect. That was so perfect. When you were talking about him headbutting you and stuff.
I know, Snugs! Snugs is such a fuck type.